Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to your English literature class. I'm Shamima Rahman with you. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and of course you're studying properly at home. Today we're going to talk about a new topic. In our previous class we learned about a story and now it's turn of a poem. Yes. Today we're going to start a poem, and can you read the name of the poem today? Bear in there, right? So let's start. So here is our poem. I wrote the poem here, though we have the poem in the book. Well, the name of the poem is Bear in There. Bear is an animal, right? And it lives in, most of the time, polar bear lives in polars. And here we have the name of our poet. And what is his name? Shel Silverstein. Can you say with me? Shel Silverstein. Thank you. Now we're going to recite this poem. Normally, what I do, I talk about the theme, but today I'll recite the poem first and then I'll talk about the theme. It's actually a funny poem. Now, I will recite and you will listen. And after you watch this video, you will recite. Now, listen to me carefully. Here we go. Bear in there. There is a polar bear in our fridge air. He likes it 'cause it's cold in there. With his seat in the meat and his face in the fish and his big hairy paws in the buttery dish. He is nibbling the noodles. He's munching the rice. He's slurping the soda. He is licking the ice. Okay? Now let's read it again. Listen carefully. It would be great if you read after me. Okay? I will read and you will read after me. I'll give you time. Bear in there. Now say Shel Silverstein. There is a polar bear in our fridge air. He likes it 'cause it's cold in there. With his seat in the meat and his face in the fish and his big hairy paws in the buttery dish. He is nibbling the noodles. He's munching the rice. He is slurping the soda. He's licking the ice. Thank you. I hope you recited after me. Now, let's talk about it. Here, in this poem, we already got it that someone is talking about a polar bear who is living in a freezer. That means refrigerator, what we call fridge. In our house, we have it, right? So, in the poem, we see that a boy finds a polar bear in his fridge, right? And he found it that the polar bear is really feeling very comfortable and good in the fridge, and the polar bear made the meat of the fridge his seat. That means he used meat as his seat. And his face in the fish. He is so dirty and of course messy. He doesn't know how to eat something. His face in the fish. And his big hairy paws. That means his paws, his hands. And it's hairy, right? We all know that bear's body is full of hair. So where is his hairy paws? In the butter dish. That means the dish where mom kept butter. The the polar bear kept its big hairy paws on the butter dish. He's nibbling the noodles. Noodles is not something to nibble. That means to take a small bite, right? We don't eat noodles in this way. He is munching the rice. Rice is something that you can simply eat without making noise. But the polar bear is making noise. Munching means with a crunchy sound. Again, he is slurping the soda. He is licking the ice. That means he is slurping the soda. He is drinking a soft drink and he is making bubble there. And he is making noise there. He is not eating the ice, he is licking it. But I hope you got it. In this poem, actually, it has a different meaning also. And the different meaning is, in this poem, as you see, the polar bear doesn't know any etiquette, any good manner, that how to sit, where to sit, and how to eat something. Similarly, this poem is about a boy. Actually, the speaker of this poem is a father. He's saying that his son doesn't know any manner about how to sit and how to eat. But he feels very comfortable in the family. He doesn't care about anything, and he is very well with his bad manners, and he is very comfortable in the family. Here, like the polar bear, the father's son is also not able to eat properly. He doesn't sit. Here you can see that the bear's made meat, he sit. Similarly, his son also doesn't sit properly in the dining table. Again, he doesn't eat fish properly. He doesn't know how to use butter. He also nibbles the noodles. We all know that how to eat a noodles, right? You have to use fork or chopstick and you have to take it and eat it instead of taking small bite in the noodles, right? He's munching the rice. That means the son munches the rice. Whenever he eats, he makes sound and then he eats. It's not a good habit, right? Again, he is slurping the soda. Whenever you'll drink something, you'll just simply drink it. But here, the son slurps it. That means he makes sound and of course he makes bubble in the soda or soft drinks. He's licking the ice. Ice is not good for health. We already know that. But if you want to eat it, you have to wait when it will be liquefied, right? When it will melt, and then you will eat. But the son doesn't need to follow this type of rules. He just does whatever he wants. So this is the poem. Today, here I talked about first 10 lines, and next day we'll talk about the rest of the 6 lines. I hope you understood the poem, and if you have any question or any queries, you can ask me in the Viber group, or whenever I call you, whenever your teacher will call you, you can talk to her. Thank you. Have a nice day.